And that fella said, hey, this is America. And the other fella was like, no, this ain't America. Did you see those big kangaroos sitting outside? And then there were two over there fighting. For real, stop laughing. Ain't nothing funny. There's nothing funny. There's nothing funny about it. And then we looked over there. They were peeling back bananas, picking bananas off the tree. Yeah, I ain't never seen nothing like it in the Republic. Oh, sweet America. We're living in some dark, dark times, beautiful people. My brothers and sisters, my beautiful patriots, I hope everybody is blessed, man, well and healthy, man. And that 2024 is treating you well, man. The month of June is treating you well. We're living in some dark times, y'all. People are struggling at an all-time high. You see what's going on. We can go down the list, man. But I want to just send you guys my love, man, because you never know what somebody's battling right now that is watching today's video. You know, people living paycheck to paycheck, you know, tired, working overtime. Suicide rates are up, depression, anxiety, PTSD, you know. Tons that don't get accounted for, man. There's a lot of things going on, you guys. You know, a lot of things that have happened, that have taken place. And these next 5 months, things are going to get even spicier, like I told y'all, man. And we're going to continue to bring amazing updates, have fun, spread the love, and keep this good energy spreading, man. You know. But as y'all can see by the title and this one, it's finna get a little spicy. Oh boy. So this one's coming from my brother Benny. Y'all make sure y'all show Benny some love, man. Y'all, I'm pretty sure everybody on the channel knows and loves Benny. But boy, this is fun to get real, man. But again, hope y'all are having an amazing start to the week. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be here before you know it, man. It'll be here before you know it. And we encourage everybody to go out and vote. Go out and vote. Bring everybody with you. You know what I'm saying? Because we are riding with that check engine light on. The whole dashboard is lit up. But we did give it a sweet oil change before we left and got on the road. Yes, indeed. We did change out the spark plugs. And she got a brand new alternator. Now, she does have a recall that the airbags might not deploy. We didn't get the recall fixed in 2001. So put your seatbelt on. Please put your seatbelt on. Because this thing here, I tell you. But she cranks up and rides, though. So that's all that matter. Let's go and jump straight in, y'all. Look.
There's no need to feel down, I said, young man.
Oh, the intros never fail, man. They never fail, y'all.
What's up, guys? Boy Benny. Has Donald Trump officially released Dark Maga? Well, check out his store. This is the all-black Make America Great Again, Never Surrender hat. I gotta get me one of these.
And see, a lot of people love that.
Released. This is
a lot of people love the white one that I wear, and like, yeah, it was $40, but my mom got me that one as a gift. But the ones that we've been sending out to tons of family members on the channel, and a lot of y'all that are watching right now probably are wearing your hat that I sent you. You know, I was able to partner. We were able to partner up with the company and get even an extra discount, and they could actually help me send out more hats. You know. But there's tons of y'all that I'm still sending hats to as we speak of today. And all you got to do is simply email me. Simply email me, man. There's some of y'all that emailed me almost 2 months ago, and you just got your hats. Again, we're still trying to make sure we send out hats that to the people that email me. We're having trouble, not today, but last night, trying to send off a hat to the Philippines and Australia, because again, I have to make sure everything is right when we send it off. And we have already sent off hats to the UK, Australia, the Philippines, and all crazy other. We sent a lot. Actually, we have sent a lot of hats to Australia, man. Like I tell you, I did not know Trump had so much love and support down there in Australia, man. So many, my Australians, my Aussies, so many beautiful, lovely people from Australia that are on the channel, man. You know, it's a blessing, man. We have a lot of amazing people around the globe that are part of this family on this channel, man. But again, we're gonna be sending out tons of more hats. So all you gotta do is email me. Let's continue with the show.
All black, make America great again, never surrender hat. I gotta get me one of these. I don't wear hats, but this is just,
I love it too.
The vibe on this is too crispy. This is just we
might have to get us one too. That is crispy.
Look, this is like a historic item. You got to get it. Ladies and gentlemen, is Dark Maga finally been released? Is Donald Trump finally going to take revenge on those who are threatening to lock him up in prison? Just a reminder that the president can't be in jail, obviously, via the Constitution. The president must be allowed to move freely throughout the country, go anywhere he wants around the country, know everything about the country, and there should be no restraints on his powers except for those checked by co-equal branches of government. So that's not a state court in rat-infested New York. So if you want to liberate Donald Trump from the jail cell that they're trying to throw him in, just vote for Trump in November. That's my little plug. Donald Trump just dropped a interview on Fox News earlier today where he lays out his revenge strategy on the deep state that are trying to destroy his life, destroy his family's lives. And what was Donald Trump's crime? Well, his name was Donald Trump, and he won the election in 2016. Former President Trump insisted bad people opposing him would be going after somebody else if it were not him, and he's right. Donald Trump leveled this very, very interesting soundbite saying revenge will be my success, and then saying that he plans on doing what the deep state fears the very most, declassifying files on 9/11, JFK, and Jeffrey Epstein. Woof. All right, here we go.
Some people think that one way to build trust is to declassify things that everyone's talking about. I know you talked earlier about, I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist. So if you were president, would you declassify, you can answer yes or no to these, would you declassify the 9/11 files?
Yeah.
Would you declassify JFK files?
Yeah.
Would you,
I did a lot of it.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
I guess I would. I think that less so because, you don't know. You don't want to affect people's lives if it's phony stuff in there because there's a lot of phony stuff with that whole world. But I think I would.
Oh boy.
So why should this scare everybody in permanent Washington so much?
Boy.
Because it's been well beyond the statute of limitations for the Kennedy files. Let's just focus on those for just 1 second. Because the Kennedy files are something that, based on American law, should have been released to the American public decades ago. Donald Trump, while he was in office, decided to not release them to the public, saying that his hands were tied. Well, who has powerful enough to tie Donald Trump's hand? The answer is nobody. It was Donald Trump playing a game. And I'm not saying that as a critique. Donald Trump's a deal maker, and he was making a deal with the devil, right? Don't rig the election against me. I won't release your JFK files. Well, they went back on their deal, and now Donald Trump's going to release it all. What does Donald Trump know about JFK? Listen to this shocking soundbite from inside of the White House in the last days of the Trump administration about what Donald Trump knows about the JFK assassination.
In my last conversation with President Trump in the White House, he called me a lot. And this is after January 6th, so it's 2 weeks before, or a week before he's leaving office. He wanted to run past me the names of people he was going to pardon and sentences he was going to commute. He wanted my opinion on them. Some of them I knew. I said, how you doing? He said, not too well. And he went off into a tangent about what he thought happened with the election. I said, you made a promise to the public many times and to me privately that you haven't kept. What? I'll take care of it right now. I said, you promised you would release the records of the JFK assassination. He said to me, Judge, if they showed you what they showed me, you wouldn't have released it either. And I said, who's they and what did they show you? And then he said, Judge, someday when we're on the phone, and then he raised his voice, and there aren't 15 people listening to the phone call, back to a normal voice, I'll tell you.
Oh, my God.
I mean, this makes it sound even worse. Who are they? Probably somebody in the intelligence community. What did they show him? JFK's brains blown out?
This is it. It was said by one person that after the Kennedy assassination, there has been no president. They have only been factotums of the system since then.
Yeah.
It may well be the most decisive event in modern American history.
Right.
Oh, okay. So Donald Trump knows exactly what happened during the JFK assassination, probably putting the pieces together. And that's why they got rid of Nixon. Remember, Nixon started asking too many questions about JFK and why they killed JFK. And then they assassinated Nixon in a very different way. They were able to assassinate Donald Trump in a very different way. Not physical assassinations. They become more sophisticated. They just did soft coups inside of our own country. And that is precisely what's happening now. The soft coup of the people who actually retain power, the super state that never, ever, ever changes. These people select their leaders. Nobody is elected here. And this is the way that they want it until Donald Trump came in and broke the systems. All the more reason to vote for Donald Trump this time around. You know, somebody started asking questions about the JFK files, and the last show that he did this, suddenly gets fired. Isn't that interesting? Here's what Tucker Carlson dug up from a CIA source that got him threatening phone calls from Mike Pompeo's lawyer. I wonder what this is about.
We decided to find out. We spoke to someone who had access to these still hidden CIA documents, a person who was deeply familiar with what they contain. We asked this person directly, did the CIA have a hand in the murder of John F. Kennedy, an American president? And here's the reply we received verbatim. Quote, the answer is yes. I believe they were involved. It's a whole different country from what we thought it was. It's all fake. It's hard to imagine a more jarring response than that. Again, this is not a, quote, conspiracy theorist that we spoke to. Not even close. This is someone with direct knowledge of the information that once again is being withheld from the American public. And the answer we received was unequivocal. Yes, the CIA was involved in the assassination of the president. Now, some people will not be surprised to hear that. They suspected it all along. But no matter how you feel about or what you thought about the Kennedy assassination, pause to consider what this means. It means that within the U.S. government, there are forces wholly beyond democratic control. These forces are more powerful than the elected officials that supposedly oversee them. These forces can affect election outcomes. They can even hide their complicity in the murder of an American president. In other words, they can do pretty much anything they want. They constitute a government within a government, mocking by their very existence the idea of democracy. As cynical as we have become after 30 years of watching government officials ignore the voters who employ them, we were shocked to learn this. It's not acceptable. Americans have trusted their government less with every passing year since the killing of John F. Kennedy. Maybe this is why. And people have known this for a long time. The people who knew would include every director of the CIA since November of 1963. And that list would include Obama's CIA director, John Brennan, one of the most sinister and dishonest figures in American life. That list would also include, we are sad to say, our friend Mike Pompeo.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, the JFK stuff might get Donald Trump in trouble, but it's the Epstein stuff that's actually the most egregious here because Epstein has no friends. People on the left and the right are like broadly disgusted by Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein was clearly an intelligence op. Now for who and how, we're not exactly sure. But here's a couple of like just basic takeaways from the corporate press. Epstein's jawbones were broken in his neck, consistent with strangulation, according to the autopsy. Oh, okay, got it. It shows 60 Minutes went over the autopsy of Jeffrey Epstein with this doctor who's famous. And due to the visuals of Epstein's deceased body, they marked this sensitive. Also from CBS News, source familiar with the investigation, Jeffrey Epstein, says that it was 2 hours before his body was found. 2 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how long you can remain in your cell dying by your own hand. Got it? A lot of cover-up reason for Jeffrey Epstein. The court's documents allege sex tapes taken from Prince Andrew, Bill Clinton, and Sir Richard Branson by Jeffrey Epstein. Where do those tapes exist now? Well, you've all seen the boat of the FBI raiding Jeffrey Epstein's Little St. James Island. I wonder who has those records. I wonder who called this out like 10 years ago.
Bill Clinton.
Nice guy. Got a lot of problems coming up, in my opinion, with the famous island with Jeffrey Epstein. A lot of problems.
So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a tough ride for Bill Clinton if Donald Trump actually does release these records. We'll wait and see. Donald Trump saying Jeffrey Epstein was not somebody that I respected. Donald Trump famously banned Jeffrey Epstein from his club and was the only celebrity to help the Palm Beach Police Department convict him for sex trafficking. Donald Trump's the only person who helped, according to the prosecutor in that case. And that information is publicly available. Okay, so is Donald Trump going to be president? Well, actually, after the guilty verdict, all of Donald Trump's polling has shot through the roof. After the sham charges, literally, let's see, charges were politically motivated.
We told y'all what would happen if he was found guilty of Lord knows what crime. Can somebody tell me the crime? Can somebody tell me the crime? Can't nobody tell me.
Yes. Verdict on a Trump trial was not correct, don't know. Yeah, that's right, because nobody was able to actually tell you what Donald Trump did. So everybody is just basically confused, and they're trying to drown people out here. The American people are not buying it. Post-conviction polls show increase in support for Donald Trump. A vast majority of the polls show Donald Trump going up and Joe Biden going down. People don't like it when you try and lock up your political opponent instead of just fighting fair. You look like a scumbag. Some polls find that Donald Trump's ratings went up 6 points, which is pretty remarkable. Be the biggest jump of the entire election. So release the files, do the damage. The people, we can handle it. We know our government's evil. Time to prove it, and sunlight is the best disinfectant. Right? Right. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe.
Oh boy. Oh boy. What y'all think of that, man? Comment down below, you guys. And say eye for an eye. But again, man, prayers. Protect Trump and his family, man. We're living in some dark times, man. And now some of the darkest times we can only imagine. Oh. But and prayers to all you guys and your family, man. There's a lot of crazy things going on, as you can see. And I'm wishing the best in all you guys' life, man. Y'all spread the love, man. Spread the love. And I will catch you beautiful people in the next one, man. Peace and love, y'all.